The Explore program is a volunteer program through the police department and is part of the Boy Scout of America. Explorers are young men and women between the age of 14 and 20. They age out at age 21. Good standing with the community, good standing in school, have to have a 2.5 GPA at the time of application. And then once they are accepted into the program, they had to maintain a 3.0 GPA. So these are young individuals that have a slight interest in law enforcement, want to know more about law enforcement. Then what they do is they join the program to learn about it. Don't be late, okay? It's the end of your world if you're going to be late.
I think I always had a natural curiosity to discover new things, and the Costa Mesa Police Explorer program was just a program that had an interest in the freshman year of my high school. I had a couple explorers come in, and they talked about the program, they talked about the discipline, how they carried themselves, and I definitely saw that in them.
I started off as an explorer, and then after being an explorer for 4 years, I ended up getting hired with the city. After getting hired with the city, within a month, I had promoted to a different position. So this Explorer program opens a lot of doors for you. You meet a lot of new officers, you meet a lot of new people, you work with a lot of new people, and that's one of the great things about the program.
Once they accept into the program, they will go to meetings on a weekly basis. And then during the weekends, they usually spend that time volunteer at social events. So they participate and help with the law enforcement aspect of those events, such as traffic control, crowd control, shutting down streets if necessary.
I think that the OC Fair is one of the times when an explorer is tested in his abilities to interact with people, put their skills to the test, so traffic control, traffic directions, and learning how to talk with people. I think that the OC Fair is definitely the time to be an explorer, because that's when we get the most amount of hands-on training.
They get to claim those volunteer hours. High school students are now required to get volunteer hours. Annually, each explorer can easily volunteer anywhere between 300 to 700 hours a year.
Front of rest position! Move! Ready! Exercise down!
Sir 1, sir!
Down!
Sir 2, sir!
Down!
Sir 3, sir!
Down!
Sir 4, sir!
We normally meet once a week on Tuesdays from 7 to 9. And during these meetings is when we do most of our trainings, and we go over everything that the explorers and the officer wants us to learn.
Sir 3, sir! Sir 4, sir! Sir 5, sir!
Typically there is a lot of drills, push-ups.
Down!
Sir 3, sir!
There is a lot of push-ups.
Sir 19, sir!
Down!
Sir 20, sir!
Down!
A lot of screaming.
What are you doing? I think you're out of shape. That's why you sweat so much. Right?
Sir, yes, sir!
Let's do it!
That's one of the things that we do the most, just to keep fit. We do a lot of training. So there's push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks, bear crawls, anything you can think of, we'll do it.
1, 2, 3. Slow down. Let him catch up.
We do a lot of training to learn the basics like facing movements, commands.
We need to know how to perform them. And then for training sessions, we go over domestic violence, we go over burglary in progress. We have a lot of DUI training. Officer Bao is one of the best officers in this department for DUI training. During the trainings, we learn hands-on experiences that wouldn't be taught in a normal classroom setting.
The best time I have is when my explorers come to me and brag about how they get an A+, because A is not okay with me. They had to get A+.
Eric, you were happy you were passing it with a D. Jeez. Oh, how would I know that? I know everything.
Officer Bao, he just teaches you so much. He's one of those people in life that you're kind of glad you met, Like he might scream at you.
Sir, I don't know, sir. Fix it.
You might get push-ups, he might discipline you.
Why are you guys so close? Whoa! What the? Why don't you fix it?
But at the end of the day, it's worth it.
Officer Bao is somebody that you don't want to disappoint.
Most explorers have joined the program because they have a slight interest in law enforcement. A good 60% decide law enforcement is not their future. This is a way for them to really explore and determine, is this something I want to continue after high school, or should I explore another career path? Which is providing a place for them to continue to stay on that right path.
One of the requirements of being an Explorer is graduating the Explorer Academy, and the Explorer Academy is a 5-day academy where Explorers that are usually 14 to 18 years old, it really tests their strength, it tests their grit, and at that age it's something that not many high school students are doing. It's a tough thing to do, and the Explorer Academy, the graduation, is probably one of the most defining moment in a teenager's life.
Elizabeth Lopez, Costa Mesa Police Department.
Kevin Mejia, Costa Mesa PD.
Lorenzo Hernandez of the Costa Mesa.
I remember when I first got here, I wasn't really into discipline. Like, I remember being here like, okay, I'll do push-ups, I'll do this, I'll do that. I'll get in trouble, but worst case scenario, it's not too bad. But then after a while, you do mature in the program, you learn to be a leader, you learn to be your own person.
My attitude's changed, my discipline's changed, the way I carry myself has changed. This Explorer program has changed my life, and I think it's had a profound impact on me. When I look at this Explorer program and I compare it with all the extracurricular activities I've taken in my high school years, this program has had the most amount of impact on my life.